Zach Gibson/Getty Images. Tom Price, the Trump administration's beleaguered Secretary of Health and Human Services, has spent the last week getting spit-roasted from every angle as reporters couldn't stop finding new evidence of his preference for traveling on official government business via private charter. What started from a Politico report that calculated a $60,000 taxpayer price tag quickly ballooned to $300,000 and then $400,000, some of which included flights to do things like visit his vacation home and have lunch with his son. I firmly believe that flying to Philadelphia from Washington's Dulles Airport, which takes at least an hour to reach from the capital under even the most favorable traffic conditions, should be punishable with jail time regardless of who pays for it. Now, as rumors swirl of President Trump's profound unhappiness with his subordinate, Tom Price would like you to know that he is sort of sorry. I regret the concerns this has raised regarding the use of taxpayer dollars. Sorry if you're offended. All of my political career I've fought for the taxpayers. It is clear to me that in this case, I was not sensitive enough to my concern for the taxpayer. I didn't pay enough attention here to my lifelong interest in the responsible use of taxpayer funds, which is definitely genuine, and has been all along, and was not an embarrassing sham that got exposed at the first opportunity during my political career to treat myself. Well, maybe the second opportunity. I know as well as anyone that the American people want to know that their hard-earned dollars are being spent wisely by government officials. Price went on to announce that, as evidence of how seriously he takes this matter, he will take no more private charter flights while serving as Secretary of Health and Human Services. No exceptions, he added emphatically, because that is a thing he knows that very serious politicians say when they are trying mightily to convince others of their sincerity. As for the charges already incurred as a result of his sudden refusal to sit in coach class, Price says, he'll be writing a personal check to the federal government to reimburse it for those portions of each trip that can be directly attributed to the cost of his travel on a pro rata basis. He has calculated his responsibility down to the cent. Today, I will write a personal check to the U.S. Treasury for the expenses of my travel on private charter planes. The taxpayers won't pay a dime for my seat on those planes. Paying for Price's seat, of course, is what the taxpayers do when government employees take commercial flights, since commercial carriers sell, seats. Charter operators, by contrast, sell entire flights. Yet Price apparently believes that the appropriate method of dealing with paying for his charter travel is to send out a belated, passive-aggressive Uber fare split request to whoever who happened to get on the plane with him. Subtracting the figure that Price has generously agreed to chip in from the $400,000 in charges he actually incurred leaves a total of $348,112.69, an amount for which taxpayers, barring a sudden spate of voluntary reimbursements from everyone in his various travel details over the past several months, are still very much on the hook. I have spent 40 years both as a doctor and in public service putting people first. It has been my personal honor to serve the American people, and I look forward to continuing that service. Price, by the way, is worth an estimated $13.6 million. The world's wealthiest collection of shameless grifters is in charge of this country, and at this point, they're not even pretending to be anything different.